Take a slurp.
Hope, before we talk about Brighton, we must mention the Euros, obviously on Sunday. I know you were at Wembley. What were your emotions at that final whistle, bearing in mind all that you did to help make that possible all those years ago?
I was really pleased. I was kind of in a work head mode, but yeah, I was pleased. I was pleased for all the work that's been done over the years by so many people that sort of got everybody to that point, and knowing that perhaps the knock-on effect would be huge. So for the game, and obviously for the players, and I know Serena, I know the backroom staff, some of the backroom staff, fantastic. But more importantly for the game, based on the years of hard work by so many people that came before me, so many players, recent players that perhaps weren't involved, that to see an English team and the women's team actually win something was lovely.
And if we're sort of having this conversation, say 3 years' time, what would you like to have the success of that England team to achieve for women and girls football? What would be the biggest improvement?
I think not just the England team, I think all the teams that participated, I think the standard was fantastic. I think the most important thing were the crowds. And if I look 3 years down the line, I would want to be looking at the fact that the crowds and the supporters that come to every game week in, week out will have improved.
And does what's happened to England in terms of you and your role at Brighton, you're coming into a new season, you've been the first team manager since 2017, does that give you a new sort of sense of enthusiasm and renewal for ahead of the new season, or don't you need motivating like that?
I think it's exciting. I think everybody, based on what they've seen, it's like, you know, people want the season to start, we want to train, we want to get on the grass. And I think us as coaches are no different. It's been a fantastic summer for football, certainly for women's football, and I think we're just riding along with that wave, I guess.
How does the squad look at the moment? Obviously there's been a lot of departures during the summer, some new faces and perhaps some more to come. Yeah. How are you assessing the squad at this stage of pre-season? Yeah,
well, we definitely need more players in, we know that. But the players we've got in, I think I'm really pleased. I think they are top quality players. Some of them got international experience. Some have been part of the WSL before and understand what's required. So looking at them over the last few days, certainly I'm pleased. I'm really pleased. I definitely think they add something, but we need a few more players to ensure that we get that added value so that we can last the course and the demands of the season.
You've said year on year actually about the quality of the WSL improving. That's going to be the case again this year, and probably making an even bigger step up.
I think there's a lot spoken about the WSL, one of the best leagues in Europe, competitive league and all of those things that have been said. So more and more foreign players want to come into the league, and more better foreign players want to come in the league. And quite often we will unfortunately miss out on those top quality players that perhaps want to be part of a top 4 club or experience Champions League. So for us, knowing that those teams that play in the Champions League or top 4 are going to probably improve their squads again, while we are improving, everybody else is improving, it just makes it that much harder.
But the top 4 vision of the club, is that still attainable?
I don't see why not. It's just a case of when that will happen going forward. But if we, as the club, are committed to resourcing it, I think we've got a fantastic training facility, so we've got all the right ingredients there. We work on fantastic pitches every day. We've got really good, experienced backroom staff, a very good multidisciplinary team. So there's no reason why at some point, you know, we've got the ingredients, we've got to just mix it up and make sure the blend is right, make sure it tastes right, and then hopefully we deliver at some point.
And it's great that the success of England is filtering down already. I mean, we you know, the season ticket figures at Brighton are absolutely staggering. Over 1,000 season tickets sold already.
Yeah.
What can those fans look forward to in September?
Well, firstly, I'm really pleased that we need that fan support. I think that the fact that we held a couple of games at the Amex, I think, showed what Brighton is about, the city, the club. So I think that really has helped those ticket sales, which is fantastic. And I hope those fans come along and see a really spirited, dedicated bunch of girls that are really working hard and really try and play the way we want them to play, which is good, consistent football, and hopefully get points on the board and do well in the league.